The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it, and we're back at it. You found The Local Show on 570 WSYR, otherwise known as Steve's Glory.
You were spinning the dial AM, especially at night when you were a kid. You'd dial it and try to pick up stations.
That, yes. Things. Dan Seeley's with us right now. He's the owner of the Cider Mill and the Clerk's House. And what's the original restaurant name then?
The original restaurant was the Cider Mill.
Was the Cider Mill?
Morty Cider Mill.
Okay, gotcha.
We just hung on to the tail end of that.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
So, Steve, you're going to love this. He's a Valley boy. We can talk about the Valley.
My gosh.
Yay!
We'll be at Green Hills Farms shortly.
Yes,
we'll be talking about the apples. And we'll be
what street did you grow up on,
I grew
Dan?
up right in the middle of the valley in Grove Street, between Ballantyne and Atlantic. And Teresa, my wife, was on Valley Drive.
Yes.
On the other side.
Yeah, that really nice house that was right near the transmitter for WSYR. Yeah, that's great.
There we go. I do know where that. I know where the transmitter was.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they had that. You know that house right there to the left.
Yeah,
of it? That was his wife's.
Oh, there's like a little creek that winds up around there somewhere.
The Onondaga Creek runs way behind
right.
that, but
that's cool.
Sadly they took that house down. So it's. I know a lot of memories. Teresa can't go down that street. Can't even look at it.
That's something. Well, then you knew my wife Kelly from the Valley too, because she lived right near there. But actually, Ballantyne is just off that, and right on Valley Drive. So that's great. So you guys have to be. I have to put this plug in right now. As far as your catering is concerned, and there's not that many good caterers in Syracuse, and I can say that with some degree of knowledge.
You've eaten everything. Let's be honest.
41 years in the DJ business, and these folks just knock it out of the park. No matter what event I've ever been to, his wife Teresa and him and his crew, just unbelievable catering. So
that was where it all started, Tom, and we 25 plus years into that. We recently did make a deal with the Giamartino family.
Oh, Dan Giamartino's a friend of ours. Yeah, great guy.
Dan and the family are taking the Diamond name and taking it to a whole new level.
Oh, that's right, Diamond Catering. That's what I was thinking the name was.
The catering company. So we just made that deal at the end of the year.
Gotcha.
We're working together with Dan and his team for about 12 to 18 months to kind of
good golly.
They do a great job.
And he does a great job.
They're so established. They're going to take it. They've already done some very big stuff. They've done like the United Way, a lot of big events.
Wonderful.
They're very capable and great functioning business, so it's going to be in great hands.
That is absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, I did DJ your wedding back in the days of records in 1991.
This is where you danced too hard and you skipped the record on the floor. One of those
Yes.
Well, we had one hell of a great time. We were much younger then. And happy birthday to you, 60 years old. That's awesome.
There we go.
Well, you don't look a day over 59.
I feel it.
Welcome to the club.
Excellent. Okay, so tell us what's new in your business. What do you got going with the Cider Mill and Clerk's House?
Cider Mill has been about 10 years now, and it's just organically grown.
That's the old Morty's Cider Mill. So if anybody back from the day.
Now, is that off of Fay Road? I get confused off Fay.
It's right on Fay Road. Okay. It's, if you're driving fast, you'll miss it, but it's super busy. Every night we're packed there. Scratch restaurant. Make everything in-house, have a great culinary team for that.
Beautiful.
We had this little property on the back, a little small house, that we wanted to do something with it. Couldn't really make it a rental property or anything because the restaurant's so busy and you'd be having cars in the living room. So we decided to build a bakery. We converted our catering kitchen, commissary, which is on the second floor of our building. 2,000 square foot kitchen. We converted that commissary to bakery. So now we have all the big bakery production. We hired a director of bakery and a pastry chef who has a team now. They do all the baking. The little house is like a distribution point for us.
So what do you bake? Tell us what you got, because by the way,
some stuff in
YouTube
front of you
listeners,
there, yes.
they brought in stuff. They brought in some amazing breads here, and this roasted garlic with butter is fabulous. So what
Can you
all
make
you
the
making?
butter too? Or
We
do you
make
import
everything.
it?
We absolutely make everything.
Wow.
The breads, we're sourdough forward we're mainly a bread bakery, but we do a lot of sweet and savory pastries, a lot of things along those lines.
So when is that all retail, or do you do any wholesale, or people can just walk in? Or
right now it's retail. We do have requests for wholesale. It's a lot to bite off. I mean, we opened really small, tight menu. We want to do it right, and then we'll expand on that, like we've done with the restaurant.
When's it open?
Bakery is open Wednesday through Sunday, 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And the restaurant is Tuesday through Saturday, dinner only, 5 p.m. we open.
What are some of your signature dishes that people can look forward to over there?
The restaurant?
Yeah, the restaurant.
I'll tell you, Tom, the great thing about the restaurant and how we've developed it is our complete menu changes 4 times a year.
Oh, wow.
So
that's fun.
We write a full menu for every season, and it's always different. A couple things that don't change, and I never wanted to be in the game for this, but our Riggies stay on the menu. It's the #1 selling dish. I have to just own it, because I look at the numbers every quarter.
Yeah.
And we sell so many Chicken Riggies, but we make absolutely everything in house. We make our own pasta. All the sauce is made in house. Everything is curated there. So I think people obviously taste the difference. It's a #1 selling dish. That doesn't change.
You a fan of Riggies, Tom?
Love it. Love it. Yeah. Well, I don't eat a lot of pasta anymore.
I know you don't.
But still, everything they do is outstanding. I think the last time when you catered, I don't know, you remember Seamus Quinn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Seamus is Kelly's first cousin.
Yes.
And up at the golf course, and you guys catered. Everything I put in my mouth, I kept saying to Kelly, these guys they knock it out of the park. I would just recommend them all the time.
Is the Cider Mill, formerly Maury's, in my head it's Maury's, is that open every day?
That's Tuesday through Saturday.
That's Tuesday through Saturday.
Our one day off we have is Monday. And
you need a day off.
Yeah. Well, we're in there ordering, but yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah. So breads, what's the most popular bread?
Honestly, people love traditional sourdough. We do a couple of different flavors. We're also doing artisans. We'll get into some baguettes down the road and some other types of stretch bread, if you will. But right now, the sourdough market is so hot. People just
is that because it's healthier, Dan? Is that the idea?
I do think that has some relevance to it, but I just think that there's not a lot of bakeries that are doing it. And as I was saying earlier, the big box stores that make it, it's just differently. It's just what these girls are doing with these starters and how they're curating these doughs is remarkable.
So the Clerk's house, right there by the Cider Mill, right next to it, right behind us.
Yeah.
The cidermill.us and theclerkshouse.com. I think I have those correctly. Dan, we appreciate you joining us. You made us hungry.
Thank you.
Thank you.